DCM Shriram goes shopping. It acquired a 100% stake in Hindusthan Specialty for 375 crore rupees. This acquisition marks the entry into epoxy and advanced materials business. We are now joined by Amit Agarwal, ED and Group CFO of DCM Shriram. Thank you so much, Mr. Agarwal, for joining us. Along expected lines, 2024, you told us, even at the end of the previous quarter, you did mention that you've earmarked a certain amount for going ahead and expanding your presence in the chemicals business. Give us a sense of the target or the acquired entity. How did you arrive at the valuations? And we do understand the bottom line for the acquired entity has been in a loss for the last couple of years.
Yeah, so see, this is a great asset to buy. It's relatively a new asset. It was set up in 2018. And it's very close to a site, existing chemicals complex in Jagadia, Gujarat, which is about 3.5 kilometers. I think the whole objective was to, give us a jump start into our epoxy and advanced material business. So with that objective, I think this was a great buy. And I think for us, getting into this business as early as possible was key. The reason being, one, that it is a growth business. It's growing at about 11% in India and about 4 to 5% globally. So that is one reason why we very soon wanted to, get into a jumpstart this business. That is one. Second, DCM Shriram is actually trying to up the value chain in its chemicals business. So we are into caustic chlorine. We are the second largest producers in the country. Now from chlorine, we are producing ECH. Which is a key raw material for epoxy. And this company that we have acquired has liquid epoxy resin capacity and also is into derivatives, which is, the ultimate value add. So the idea is to be in the ultimate value chain. And that's the reason why we acquired this company.
Okay. The company, though, is loss-making. It's made a loss of around 28 crores in FY25, 30 crores plus in FY24, and in FY23 over 47 odd crores. Can you tell us when is it likely to break even?
Yeah, so we expect it to break even within a year's time, right? See, the reason why it is not doing well, I think we need to understand that. One, right. The higher amount of negative PAT is because it has a very high amount of debt. Now, as part of this 375 crores, majority of debt will get paid off. Almost all term debt will get paid off. That is one big reason, because if you see their EBITDA is only about -8. It has been in the range for the last 2 years between negligible to -8 in FY25. So that is one. Second, we are we have a complete value chain, and this company does not have that. They do not have epichlorohydrin, which is ECH. Now, we will be supplying our ECH to this facility. So that is one integration that will have, which just this company didn't have. Even in terms of efficiencies, I think they've not been doing very great. So idea is that once we take over, we'll bring in our standards of working there, infusing the funds, doing better capacity utilization. Currently, they are at about 60-65% capacity utilization.
Okay, I think...
Mr. Agarwal, we seem to have snapped that connection for a bit. We'll try and get Mr. Agarwal back on the line. Well, one very interesting point that he just made. I think we have Mr. Agarwal back with us. Mr. Agarwal, sorry we lost you for a bit there, but please continue. You were talking about your plans on, number one, you were explaining to us one of the main reasons for the hit on the bottom line was due to the higher finance costs. So we want to understand from you what will be the finance cost saving you will see, given the fact that you will acquire this particular entity and your plans to turn it around.
Yeah. So what I was mentioning was that as part of this 375 crores, right, we are paying off almost the entire debt. So therefore, it will be negligible interest cost going forward. That is point number one. Second, the company, the HSCL, has issues with respect to backward and forward integration. Given that we have ECH, which is a key raw material, so that issue gets resolved. Even in terms of forward integration, we'll be more active on the derivatives. We will also expand the derivatives business. So I think given these factors, along with efficiencies, along with capacity utilization going up, currently it is about 60-65%, we should inch it up to about 85-90% in a year's time. Given all that, it should break even within a year's time and actually be profitable in a year's time. But I think we're not going to stop at that. I think what is important to understand, the reason why we acquired is to grow this business. Our intention is to, currently it has a capacity of about 17,000 kilotons per annum on liquid epoxy resin. This capacity should be 3x in next 3 years. So we will be about 50,000 plus in next 3 years. And on derivatives, which is another 17,000 kilotons per annum, that will grow by almost 4 to 5x. So that is the plan for next 3 years. And therefore, this will become a very important business, contributing significantly to both top line and bottom line.
Mr. Agarwal, just a quick question with regards to the blended margins then. Can you tell us, you did around 11% in terms of your margins for DCM Shriram. Now that this company gets added and integrated, what would the blended margins be, considering that you are in process of breaking even on the bottom line?
So see, currently it's a relatively small business having a turnover of about 300 crores. So I don't think they will have any significant impact on overall margins for the group. As we said that we expect good numbers in the current financial year for the group as a whole, and therefore I don't see this impacting our margins. But if I tell you the margins specifically for this business, we are targeting that we should be in the range of around 10 to 15% for the epoxy resin business going forward.
Understood that. Mr. Agarwal, due to paucity of time today, we will keep this conversation short, but we hope to get you once again on the channel post Q1, and in case you do make any other major announcements. Well, it's now time for a short break. Up next, we will connect with the management of Oswald Pumps. Remember, the company is coming out with a 1,387 crore rupees IPO, which opened for subscription today.